Stuff. That's what that place is all about.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, should have grabbed an aspirin.
So it looks like there's 8:20. D, just text me when you want to go live. I know the game roll started. I'm thinking, unless you want to get some commercials or something, maybe around the 4-minute mark or 5-minute mark, or is there senior night stuff, or is that already over?
Senior night they did during the middle halftime of the JV game.
That is a well-planned school. That is a good move there.
They've done a great job so far. I'm very impressed with Sonora.
That is fantastic. I hope we have a good game. That's all I want. Just
I'd love
games.
for it to be close. Last year's game was 35-7.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use that when you give me your keys to the game.
Yeah.
And then we wrap it. We could go 5 minutes before the game and then do like a little game.
He'll probably want to get a commercial in.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
And then from there, they'll probably do the national anthem, and we'll pause for that, do another commercial, and then come in and get it all set for kickoff.
Cool.
Sound good, Dion?
He might have stepped out.
For sure. We got time.
That is freaking beautiful.
7 minutes. Here we go. 90 seconds in each pregame. 7 minutes. Yeah, I'm ready now if you want to do it.
Yeah, let's roll, bro.
Yeah, let's go ahead, Dion. From Sonora High School in beautiful Sonora, California, the Motherlode District is proud to present NorCal Sports TV's Friday Night Lights Game of the Week, featuring the Sonora High Wildcats and Calaveras High. Good evening, sports fans. My name is Alex Tasker, and it is a pleasure to be with you once again here on NorCal Sports TV for tonight's play-by-play coverage. I was here last year with you for Sonora's for Sonora's game against Calaveras, and if anything like last year, we're in for a treat. Joining me in the booth, a man with plenty of experience, Chris Babcock. Chris, how are you tonight, my friend?
I'm great, Alex. Great to be here in Friday Night Lights in April.
Who would have thunk it? Beautiful weather. You couldn't ask for a better time. Chris, what are your keys to tonight's matchup for Sonora and for Calaveras?
Well, first, the visiting Calaveras High School. You got to deal with the emotions of this being a last game, a rival game, and somebody that they have not beat in 6 games, 6 straight losses to Sonora. And so you can only win that game playing the game. You can't win it on the first snap. So you got to control those emotions. I think win the turnover battle. And as Coach Clark I like this, playing a little defense with his offense. 3.5 yards per carry and plunge forward if you're Calaveras. But the biggest key, it's pretty simple. because they've scored 8 touchdowns and he has 6 of them, is you got to cover number 80, Gabe Milborn. He's got 6 touchdown receptions, over 400 yards receiving. It's pretty obvious you got to cover him. And for Sonora, and again, I think you got to manage the emotions. You've had senior night. They've already gone through the ceremony, the halftime of the JV game, which I think is great. So they got to settle down and play. They got to eliminate the turnovers. You don't win many football games turning the ball over 5 times, having a bad snap on a punt attempt, turning over downs in your own territory. It's not very often that happens. And then I think early and often you got to feed the ball to number 80, Mr. Milborn. Last week, hit two touchdowns in the first 3 minutes of the game, a 63-yarder and a 60-yarder. So those are our keys to the game, Alex.
Last week, Calaveras took on Argonaut and took home the win, 20-14. And Sonora last week beat Somerville 20-14 as well. We're going to step away. We're going to take a quick message from our sponsors who we could not bring this game to you without. And we'll be back live for the National Anthem in Kickoff from Sonora High School on Senior Night on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by StorQuest, your partner in awesome. With our newest location in East Sonora, conveniently located off Tuolumne Road, get in, out, and your way to your next adventure in no time with premium features like drive-up access, wide aisleways, and electronic gate access. While you're away, rest easy knowing our cutting-edge 24/7 security system is looking over your stuff. Stop by our 24/7 virtual rental center to rent your unit today. Canepa and Sons Incorporated, drilling and pumps, family owned and operated since 1981. To get the most expert staff of well drillers and pump installation technicians, you can count on more than 30 plus years of experience to...
But last minute he asked me to do this. And ready to go. Welcome back.
Well, it looks like. Go ahead, Alex. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Alex.
Chris. Welcome back to Sonora High School, home of the Wildcats. We're just about ready for the senior night battle between Calaveras and Sonora High. And, of course, you brought it up in the pregame show there, Chris. Friday Night Lights in April. I mean, we couldn't have expected anything from 2020. We didn't really know what to expect. I know these kids are thankful to be out there playing the game they love, not losing any eligibility this year.
Well, I mean, we'll lose eligibility. The seniors are going to graduate. The juniors are going to be seniors next year. But I'm so happy for all of these coaches and all these players to be able to get out and have some kind of season. Yeah, sure, maybe 3 games here. Somebody in the Bay Area is playing 5 games. Just celebrate them. Then the unsung heroes are the athletic directors of this, because they're getting all the calls. They're getting all the emails, all these, what do we do, all these other things. And there's no manual for a pandemic. So I salute all the folks and all the businesses that are supporting us, allowing us to bring you this game.
Getting ready for the national anthem down here at Sonora High. We'll step away so you can hear that. And we'll be back right here on NorCal Sports TV.
Umpire Roger Beeman, line judge Mike Vandermolen, head linesman Jim. presented tonight by Alicia Mead.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly revealed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Another stirring rendition of our nation's great national anthem here at Sonora High School. We're getting ready for senior night kickoff here as you see the Wildcats going to their sideline. Gabe Billboard, number 80, got to keep an eye on him tonight there, Chris.
He's a good, very good football player. He's a good athlete, multi-sport. Watched him play basketball as well. Does a good job defensively, very good with his hands. I would expect him at the next level to be playing tight end, but the coach uses him and slots him out, and he also blocks in space. I mean, last week, right before the 23-yard touchdown, he's blocking a defensive back 6 or 7 yards down the field. They move the chains and then come back and throw the 9 route, and nobody was there. Actually, that throw was very well defense, but the ball was thrown perfectly behind him. He went and got the football. So it looks like Sonora will receive, if I read this correctly.
Well, that's a heck of an endorsement for Milbourne. The comparisons to Kittle and Kelsey are not too far-fetched, and it does look like the Wildcats will get the ball. So we're getting ready for senior night kickoff here. Sonora High School taking on Calaveras High. Looks like number 53, Donovan Gia Gregorio, is back for the kick. We're set, and we get this one underway. Kick, boom, downfield, fielded about the 15. Brought up 20, 25, cuts back to his right, and it'll be brought down about the 27-yard line. That was Cade Clifton on the return, and Sonora will take over.
So defense. Go ahead, Chris. Go, Alex. It's all yours. Sorry.
Quarterback Bradley Kernow will step out on the field to lead his offense tonight, and we've already said enough about Gabriel Milbourne. We'll see if the protection's good for him tonight. Chris, what kind of offense do you expect them to run?
Well, they like to run the football and mix in Milbourne, and they go with their 2-wide set. They have that double wing, and they're going to run the football, but they'll also throw it up to Milbourne, obviously.
Milbourne lined off to the right. It's a quick fullback dive to number 14. That's Andrew Matlock on the dive, and we'll see how many they mark him, but it's easily a gain of 5 and a good first play for Sonora.
Matlock, a senior with the dive. And in this offense, 6 yards is huge because that opens up everything for you. You're geared of playing in front of the chain, so staying away from the penalties that will force you behind the chains will put them in good situations tonight.
Handoff again, this time up the middle. They'll get those extra 4 yards. Tough to see who was on the carry. Looks like that was Matlock again on there. 2 for 2.
The senior getting the start, 5'7" fullback, and he's just running on the left side. An inline tight end tonight is Milbourne, and a good push from that left side of the line moves the chain and gets Sonora their initial first down here on Friday night. And then now Milbourne will split out. So watch him. They'll throw the 9 route to him or the slant.
He looked fired up. Milbourne closest to your screen here on the 40. First down and 10 for Sonora. Kernow now set under center. Snap, he looks to his right. Looking for the big man downfield, double coverage. He goes up and he grabs it at the 30. Brought down at the 29, and you called it in the pregame, Chris. Dave Milbourne making a statement early.
So the quarterback is staring him down. He's not only staring him down, he's staring him down pre-snap. Runs the 9 route against a deep safety in a corner that knew the ball was coming, and Milbourne makes another catch.
How many times have you seen that over this year, this kid's entire career?
Yeah, I don't know where he is going next year because I'm a fan.
Man, it looks like the fullback dive again. This was Matlock again. Another 3 or 4, and Sonora are moving the ball quick and with ease so far on this opening drive.
And there's something to being the guy that's on the first sentence of a scouting report, and you understanding that, and yet still go out and be able to make plays. And that's exactly the kind of player Milbourne is. He now has 16 receptions on the season for over 450 yards.
Can't argue with that kind of production as the motion man comes set. A little bit of a jump, and they're going to get him on that one. That's going to be 5 yards for the offense, as you see our head referee with the call.
So now it's 2nd and 1, and not being disciplined. We talked about controlling the emotions, dealing with the rival. But right now, Sonora has Calaveras on their heels, and you can see a lot of their defensive linemen are holding their hips, which says, I'm a little tired here.
It's not good. 3 minutes into the game, just a yard short of the red zone. Curnow under center.
He's going to him again. Right. He's going to him again.
Motion man set. Handoff to Matlock up the middle. They'll get that 1 yard. Lost his lid on the play.
Well, he'll have to come out for a play. The reason why I thought he was going to him, because he was staring him down, but there's a little bit of gamesmanship by the junior quarterback. Give him the illusion that you're going to throw the ball, and then you just run your Novocaine fullback dive right up the middle.
You love to see. I'm a big fan of the fullbacks. I wish there was more of them in football, but another first down in the red zone now for the first time tonight for Sonora. Milbourne stretch out to the right. We'll see if they go for a red zone, little corner fade route. Ball's in the air, going for it. Just overthrown. Incomplete for the Wildcats, and you can see it coming the entire way there, Chris.
Yeah, and credit the defensive backs. Connor Arnold, he reads the play. His nose was in the scouting report. That's good coverage. This is what I would do. I would send Milbourne deep, and I'd release a back to the flat, because guess what? There'll be nobody there. Sometimes you got to use your best player as a decoy, a little eye candy somewhere, and get the ball to somebody else.
Well, you could see from that last camera angle, you had Arnold and I believe it was the free safety double team already as the snap and the toss out to number 25. That's Clay Wooldridge. Good gain. It's going to get him about 7 there and set up a nice short 3rd down.
So they've gone up the middle, throw the ball to Milbourne, and then they have their toss action here. And look at the blocking in space. So they're going away from Milbourne's side where they've adjusted a safety in a corner. And so there's one less person to block on that side. Sonora's in great situation here, 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 for the Wildcats. Are now under center. Milbourne checking on side. It's the fullback dive again. Matlock this time. Could be close. We'll see where the referees mark him on this one.
What a senior night for that young man to be able to get the start, and I believe he's got 5 carries on this drive.
Getting a couple yards each carry. Hard to argue with that, especially on senior night.
Donovan Giogregorio in the middle there with the stop and forcing the 4th down play here. It's a big spot early on in the game.
We'll talk about Giogregorio as the night goes on. 4th and short. Big 4th down early in this one. Curnow under center. The handoffs to Matlock again. He'll fall forward for the first down. He'll set up 1st and goal for the Sonora Wildcats.
Sometime when you're on the road and you haven't beat a team in 6 seasons, you got to make a play. And here they had the running back in the backfield for a loss, but the player kept driving his feet, moves the chains, and we're 1st and goal inside the 10.
That's good hard-nosed football. I love that good fullback play. Same sort of set for the Wildcats. Motion man set. Looks like the toss is going out to him. He will. Stops. He get dropped for a gain of little to none there. It was Cade Clifton on the carry.
Looks like it was a TFL. Good job of Calaveras playing along the line of scrimmage and messing up the timing. And Gio Gregorio played a little fullback last week with the TFL.
And the guy you mentioned before the game, Braden Orlandi, in there to disrupt the timing on that toss.
He loves to come off the edge, number 16, right in the bottom of your screen.
Second and goal, handoff to Matlock again, little to nothing now, and it looks like Calaveras is starting to smarten up to that play.
Little dive play, and good job of the white jerseys pushing. See the penetration, and that's the name of the game. If your D-line can stand up that offensive line, those linebackers are running free and running downhill.
I wanted to give some love there. Number 77, Ethan Porath, was on the stop there. Big freshman lineman down there for Calaveras.
This is great experience for that young man. So Milborn at the bottom of your screen, we might want to widen out our shot if he runs a fade route.
Keep an eye on number 80, right side of your screen as the motion comes in. Third and goal. Rolling to his left. And it's going to be incomplete there. Kernow tried to reach Matlock in the flat. Couldn't quite reach him. And that'll set up a fourth down.
It just never got a chance to turn his shoulders. And it's the sprint left. But when you don't seal the edge, that's the result. So an opportunity here for Calaveras to get a stop and hold Sonora to 3 points.
Sophomore Tim Blackmore is going to be on for the 3-point attempt here. We're now on the hold. 5:30 left in the first quarter. Snap, the hole is a little high. The kick is up. And the kick is good. So 3 points on the board for the Wildcats early. But a terrific stop after the early yards given up by Calaveras. First points are on the board. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsors on NorCal Sports TV.
Anapa and Sons Incorporated, drilling and pumps, family owned and operated since 1981. To get the most expert staff of well drillers and pump installation technicians, you can count on more than 30 plus years of experience to work on your well. Call us at 209-532-1136.
Benton Roberson CPAs provides personalized tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Benton Roberson difference. We look forward to hearing from you. Check us out online at br-cpa.net.
Because there was the 2 to Milborn. Matlock ran.
We're back.
Welcome back. Sonora gets 3 on their first drive. And Edwin Casillas is on the kick. We'll see what Calaveras can do with their first offensive drive. Looks like some miscommunication here with the referee. We'll wait and see what's going on here.
So we had a 65-yard drive. Almost went nearly 7 minutes, but credit Calaveras, bend but don't break, held the Wildcats to just a field goal. That's a big win. That's a big win on the road.
And on senior night,
yeah,
with the pressure there,
because it wasn't looking very good at the outset.
No,
but
it was
credit
not.
them and see what they can do here with setting themselves up, trying to set themselves up in good field position.
Looks like we're ready to get things back underway here. Here comes Casillas on the kick, and he booms it downfield. Taking about the 10-yard line. Here's the return. Cuts to the right, brought down about the 29. Jake Black on the return. Jake Black also a senior, so he gets his first action on the senior night. And here comes Calaveras High. Head coach Doug Clark and Travis Bird, the junior, will take his team and try to score as we look at the return.
I don't know the number for Calaveras, but you can't stop your feet if you're on the kickoff return and you're blocking, because if you stop your feet, you turn into pavement.
Motion man, Bird takes the snap, he hands it off to the right, and it's stuffed right away.
So there's their offense. They'll send a player in a motion across the field, and what they'll call and run is called a jet sweep. So there's the run. So they'll hand that ball on plays to 2, but then they'll also run up the middle. So you have to play assignment football. And if you don't tackle the dive, then you could be in trouble. You got to do your job.
Hopper was the one on the carry. This time, jet sweep to the left, our right. It was Phoenix Wynn on the carry, senior.
Nice read here on the fly sweep, and finds some room, gets a pretty good block. I mean, sometimes you don't have to touch somebody to have a good block. You just get in the way, and that's what Hopper just did.
It was a good block. Sets up a short 3rd and 3. Wynn in motion again. It's going to be the fake handoff up the middle. And it looks like Clayton Moore is going to have that first down. The senior running back gets the first down conversion of the night for Calaveras.
And that's going to make everybody on the Calaveras side feel very good. Getting that, like we talked about, one of the keys. Plunge forward, get at 3.5 yards per carry. And they're also going to rotate their offensive linemen. They've got a strong side and a weak side. Also watch 16 in there, Braden Orlandi, the tight end.
Bird takes the snap, handoff right back to Moore. This time nothing going. And a good hold on the first down for for Sonora.
So last week they rushed for 252 yards, 25 attempts, 4.8 yards per carry. On this play, the Sonora defensive line won.
So far, all running plays for Calaveras. Here comes Bird in with the play, setting up 2nd down and 10 from their own 41.
Now they break the formation a little bit.
3:15 to play here in the first quarter. There's the handoff to... Gets again, runs a man over. It was Clayton Moore on the run. I got tongue-tied, couldn't quite get it out of me. But he'll rumble forward for a big first down for Calaveras.
So we see on the replay, they run what is called an unbalanced line. You've got the tight end, a slot receiver, and the X receiver. The X receiver covers the tight end. The tight end is not eligible to go out. He becomes another offensive lineman. And on that last play, Orlandi with the seal block and a first down for Calaveras.
Handoff again, this time to Moore again. Wrapped up about midfield. Nothing that time. So far on first down plays, Sonora's defensive line holding strong.
We'll see all the green jerseys in the backfield, Alex. You can't have that penetration if you're Calaveras, because your running back, instead of run, he's going pitter-patter and trying to make a decision. And when you have that hesitation, guess what? The defense has already caught up to you.
Colby Bouchard was the one with his hand in the backfield to break that one up.
So here's the unbalanced formation. Tight end being covered by the X receiver, fly sweep.
Then Moore again, back in the backfield again are the Wildcats. And guess who got his hand on him first? Big 80 Gabe Milborn.
And Clay Woolridge did a nice job also filling as a linebacker on this play. He got the tackle. Who screwed up the timing of that play? You just said it, Mr. Milborn. So 3rd and long. This offense is not geared for 3rd and long.
Be interesting to see what head coach Doug Clark calls. Double set in the backfield. One man in the slot, one far left. Motion man. Handoff up the middle. Gains 2, 3, maybe 4. And it's still going to set up a 4th and long. And the frustration already shown there. Jake Hopper on the carry.
Kyler Hanks in the right place at the right time. Takes the right tackle and uses his hands. Keeps his head upfield. Makes the tackle. And it's 4th and 8.
Looks like the offense is going to go for it here.
Oh, they're setting back the punt.
No, they're setting up for the punt.
Maybe.
Travis Bird in the backfield to put this one away. Snap, and he'll get it off.
Hey.
Going to take a bounce and roll. 10-5. Tried to get there, couldn't quite get there. This will roll into the end zone for a touchback, but great effort there by Braden Orlandi to try to stop and pin the Wildcats on the 1. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, the Wildcats take back over on offense. It's 3-0.
Anapa and Sons Incorporated, drilling and pumps, family owned and operated since 1981. To get the most expert staff of well drillers and pump installation technicians, you can count on more than 30 plus years of experience to work on your well. Call us at 209-532-1136.
Wildcats setting up on their 20, 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. He's got plenty of room. He'll plunge forward for another first down. And that was Andrew Matlock. Got to be at least carry number 6 or 7 for him on senior night.
Lean forward and look at the push up front. Double teaming and you've got more on him, but double team of Donovan Gregorio. He was nowhere near the play, and they respect that young man for his physical prowess. So when you get a double team on a linebacker at the second level, it's a first down Sonora.
Handoff up the middle to Matlock again. He'll get 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. We'll see where the refs spot him, but another first down run. On the last play, I do want to give credit real quick to Aaron Greenway, the junior, walking downfield, helped make that possible. Go ahead.
Sorry about that, Alex. Watch 53. There's 3 guys blocking him on this play. Right in the middle of the screen, and they pushed him out of the screen. I don't know if Gregorio is worthy of a triple team, but you can see in Coach Craig's scatter report, block 53.
Your score at the end of 1, Sonora 3, Calaveras nothing. We'll be right back with the second quarter on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by Emberz, wood-fired food. Remember when the porch light was a secret code that signaled it was time for dinner? Families gathered at the dinner table, discussed their day, and listened to their grandfather's stories of the good old days. Food came from the garden, not from a box in the pantry. Family was the entertainment, not the television set. Here at Emberz, we remember that too. Welcome to our table. We pride ourselves in serving the freshest produce available. We buy organically grown ingredients wherever possible and buy from local merchants to help support our small business economy. All of our dressings and seasonings are blended in-house, and our recipes are handcrafted with love and pride. Our restaurant is loud and full of life, and as the only restaurant in town with a wood-fired oven, we pride ourselves on the unique style of food we serve. So when you come to Sonora, come and take a seat at our table. We look forward to meeting you.
Welcome back to Sonora High School here. Beautiful Mother Lode District. Beautiful Friday night lights here in April. We've been teasing it all night. Donovan Gregorio on Calaveras. Why is he drawing the double teams and triple teams? Well, he's committed to Oregon State for their wrestling program. Definitely a star for their team. We'll see what happens to him the rest of the night. The Sonora runs up the middle again, and this time it doesn't look like he goes.
Oh, they fooled the they fooled the camera guy. Fooled the cameraman.
Cameraman fooled me, and they fooled him. Bradley Kernow takes it past midfield. That'll be a first down, Wildcats. See if we can get a better look at it. You see the top of your screen. It's a beautiful block there from number 11, Tim Blackmore, and springs him for at least 10 more.
So the concept there is they break formation. They're in a 2-by-2 set, but they run the dive and then the quarterback keeper. And so you've got 2 receivers blocking in space, and great opportunity for Sonora.
Timeout going to be called on the field. Didn't quite see which way looks Calaveras there. So there's 2 left for Calaveras this half. Well, they step away, so will we. We'll take a quick break. Welcome back to Sonora High School, setting up 1st and 10 after the big run from Bradley Kernow. Milborn only involved once so far, but it was a deep fade route. Went up and grabbed it, and that helped set up the 3 for Sonora, which you see on the board currently.
Not quite sure why Calaveras called a timeout. I don't know if it was a personnel decision, didn't have enough guys in the field, maybe wanted to talk about and adjusting to this formation. It's 1st and 10 Sonora.
Kernow under center takes the handoff up the middle. Another 5, 6, 7, then still on his feet, trying to break free. Has the first down yardage. Big Clay Woolridge, the junior, refusing to go down.
I like seeing this for a couple of reasons. I like seeing young players bounce back after a tough game. He had 3 lost fumbles last week. But boy, he ran that football, not only protected it, but did he drive with his legs with a lot of passion and energy? That's a kid getting better over making some mistakes on the football field. That is great stuff.
1st and 10, Kernow, man in motion, and the flags are going to wave. We'll see what the call is here. Looks like this one could be backing up 5 yards.
This is you're getting off like a popcorn machine. Everybody's off at a different snap count.
Someone say
I love popcorn. Don't get me wrong. But popcorn has its certain unrhythmic ways, and that was the play. So I think we're at 1st and 15.
We'll see what the play call is here from head coach Brian Craig. Kernow set. 2 in motion fakes. Goes this time. He'll get the toss. That's Jake Team.
There's a fumble.
Down. Looks like that ball's loose, my friend. We wait and see who comes out of the pile with it. As we'll take a look at it here. Team was on the carry. He takes the toss. Never got a handle on it.
Wildcats maintain control of the ball.
And it does look like Sonora does maintain possession.
They got lucky. And good job by Clayton Moore. Watch 26 right in the big paw. Come up, take on the blocker, but somehow, and then I think we had a penalty on Calaveras. And that's the unbeauty like of watching and doing the game from remotely. You don't get the call.
It will still be 1st and 15 for Sonora here. Handoff up the middle there. He goes again. Andrew Matlock with a big carry. About 9 yards on that one. Getting involved heavily here in the offense.
Well, he's going to be sore like he's never been sore in his life tomorrow. And if they can get the win, he'll be just very happy to have that soreness. He's getting a lot of touches, and I love it.
If he gets the win, he'll run to the sideline here, get himself a well-earned break. Hopefully the game ball can go to him, and that'll be worth all of that soreness.
So Milborn just checks back into the game after being off about 4 or 5 plays.
All right, side. Kernow's going to keep it, try to bounce back to the left. Brought down by his shoelaces there, and we'll see where they mark him.
So we talked about playing team defense, Alex, and being defined with your assignments. You can't try to be a hero. Number 40, Jesus Gonzalez. He's peeking in the backfield. He's responsible for the quarterback, not the dive. Well, he tries to play a hero, jumps inside, and a nice read by Kernow picks up the first down, or picks up a good gain.
That was Jake Black in on the stop. 3rd and
1.
Says 11 on our screen. 3rd and 1. Oh, and that's going to be 3rd and 6.
Did you say 3rd and 6?
Now it will be after this false start.
I thought you said originally 3rd and 6, like you were, Johnny Carson and making the prediction.
Oh, so wise. That was Kyler Hanks that was going to jump offside there. Clock still running, about 9 minutes left here in the first half. And we still have a very good game on our hands.
So this is only the second possession of the game for Sonora. They went 64 yards for a score or a field goal. They got this ball with 1:04 left in the first quarter and continue to drive.
Shotgun snap for Curnow, looking to his right. He finds Milbourne, makes a spin. Can he beat his receivers? Yes, he can. Touchdown, Sonora Wildcats. Milbourne on the huge reception. And Chris, my friend, you called it before the game. There he is, second reception of the night, 6 on the board.
I love the play concept here. They give a screen look to it. Milbourne does a good job of selling it and runs right behind it. And adios. His 7th touchdown in 2 games and a quarter and 3 minutes.
Blackmore on for the conversion. The kick is up low, but good nonetheless. So it makes the score 10-0 in favor of the Wildcats. We're going to take a quick break, step away, get a message from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by StorQuest, your partner in awesome. With our newest location in East Sonora, conveniently located off Tuolumne Road, get in, out, and your way to your next adventure in no time. With premium features like drive-up access, wide aisleways, and electronic gate access. While you're away, rest easy knowing our cutting-edge 24/7 security system is looking over your stuff. Stop by our 24/7 virtual rental center to rent your unit today.
They got to answer quick.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Sonora High School. Wildcats just put 7 on the board, courtesy of big number 80, Gabe Milbourne, his 7th receiving touchdown in 2 games. And we'll take a look at it again. You see him over there on the far right.
So they show the bubble screen look. He runs a deep in route, and then it's flag football after that. If I was defending against him, coaching and putting a game plan, I wouldn't let him off the line of scrimmage. It's one thing we just talked about to double team, but you got to double team with purpose.
Hold on a minute here. One man to beat. He's down the sideline. Is that Phoenix win? Can he go all the way? Yes, he will. And just like that, Calaveras have responded. The senior on senior night brings it 80-plus yards back for the return.
Mr. Wynn is somebody answering the call and then some with this nice return, gets some good blocking, and then just outruns the rest of the kickoff team with the touchdown on senior night. Quite an answer for Calaveras.
And weren't we saying right before we came back from commercial, they need an answer now, and Phoenix win with the answer.
He's done some good things tonight. He had a nice run on a fly sweep, and then the kickoff return for a touchdown. Good stuff.
Here's the point after conversion. The kick is going to be up, and the kick is good. So a quick answer from Calaveras. Still 8:14 to play in the first half. We'll be right back on NorCal Sports TV.
13 remaining in the second quarter. Calaveras 7, Sonora Wildcats 10.
So Wynn with an 87-yard touchdown return when Sonora had got the ball and has controlled the ball for most of the game. That's how you answer. So now you got to kick, you got to play deep, and you know what? You got to play a little bit better assignment football if you're Calaveras.
And it doesn't look like Calaveras is playing that bad of defense. They've made maybe 2 mistakes so far in giving enough room to Gabe Milbourne. But so far, they've been very competitive in this game. And if the special teams battle is going to be worth anything in this game, so far they're winning it.
Well, when you only make those 2 mistakes and one of them is a touchdown, it's not good enough.
Kickoff away. It's going to be short. Fielded about the 30-yard line. Dropped immediately. See who was that? Was number 58. That was Aaron Greenway on the return. That's a couple. Good hands by Greenway not to fumble it.
Good athlete, averaging over 11.5 tackles a game, has an interception and a tackle for loss. And see how Sonora responds to giving up that 87-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
You're going to want to have to target number 80, top of your screen. Handoff up the middle. There he is again. Number 14, Andrew Matlock, gains a couple. 3 or 4 on that one. He's going to set up 2nd and 7.
Good disciplined defense this time by Calaveras. Push off. And then, you know who screwed up that timing of that play? Was Orlandi. Able to knife through there, make the running back, make a decision, and was able to help his teammates rally up to the football. There's a play defensively where you don't get credit for a tackle, but you really make the tackle by how you react off the football.
Engelbach set, handoff again up the middle, only a couple this time. Looked like that one was back to Matlock again, and it was.
So they're really keying on the dive. I would expect here another quarterback keeper off that dive, especially if you could hook the defensive end.
Starting to see some hands on hips there for Sonora.
Well, a lot of these, Sonora, both these teams have a lot of players going both ways, and on kickoff, and on punt. So this portion of the game, not so surprised to seeing that. The first drive of the game, not so much.
Milborn close to the screen. Quarterback looks him down. Fade and go. This one's going to be picked off. Then dropped. Oh, you wanted to answer so bad. Milborn laid a hit on him. That was on Wynn, who just scored on the kick 6.
He does a good job just playing in soft coverage. He's flying over to Milborn. Could we see that? If we could see that one again, Dion, the corner, don't bite on a double move. Don't take the cheese. When you take the cheese, you leave a wide open. Watch the corner bite on the stop and go. If the safety's not there, that's a touchdown. That ball's got to be thrown outside the television numbers. Threw it off his back foot. Credit Calaveras having pretty good coverage with help over the top.
We're waiting on a word here from the referee. They're going to call personal foul here. I think they're going to move the ball forward. Wait and see the call from the referee. Pass interference on Calaveras. I don't know if I agree with that one, partner.
Yeah, I don't like to be critical of the officials. I didn't see anything there, but I'm not saying there wasn't. But that's a big swing right there. You go from be a 4th and 7 and possibly get the ball back on a punt to a first down, and you're now in your opponent's territory. I mean, Sonora would like to do here is just grind this and go down and score and end the half. And I believe, you know, Coach Clark's on the field just asking for an explanation. I saw no pass interference.
Again.
Yeah, I never saw any contact because he double moved the corner.
Here it is again. No, maybe with the hand inside.
No, that is not a maybe. And then there's Orlandi with the sack. We talked about him earlier.
Orlandi trying to make himself force in this game. See him coming right through, almost untouched.
Yeah, the right tackle. When you get beat that bad inside, you got to yell, look out. And he didn't yell, look out, and Orlandi got the sack.
It's going to set about 2nd and 17 from the looks of it here.
So they like
Sonora
to stunt here. Calaveras will like to stunt. I don't know if it's a throwing situation for Sonora.
For now, fakes the handoff, pitches outside, looking for a block. Milborn downfield. He goes down. Play Woolridge was on the carry. It's going to still set up a long 3rd down conversion here. Wildcats.
Pretty good team defense here. And I like Calaveras tackling the quarterback on the option. That's your job. Play assignment football. So now it's
Orlandi in tackle again.
Yeah, 3rd and long. So did they use Milborn as a decoy and throw it to somebody else, or you know what? He's got 8 TDs. Let's give him another shot at another one.
Looks like Curnow staring him down a little bit. 3rd and 12. Motion man set. Curnow back to pass. Looks Milborn's way. This one is caught. First down. Dives over. First down. There he is. Gabe Milborn on the reception.
This is just running to the chains and going out. Pretty simple. Turns up the field. And another first down for 80. He's well over 500 yards receiving in 2.5+ games.
Checks out for this play here, and you said it best. Don't do too much. Just move the chain. So 1st and 10, ball on the 43-yard line. 37-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Plenty of room. There goes Matlock. Down to the 16-yard line. Into the red zone. Go the Wildcats again.
He's going to get, if they get close to the goal line, I know they love to throw the ball to Milborn, but I would foresee 14 getting maybe a touch near the goal line. He's grinding along, having a heck of a night.
He's been trusted with the ball more times than Milborn so far.
And just about Milborn.
We're waiting to see the call.
I've had the pleasure at Monte Vista High School coaching a lot of really good tight ends. Zach Ertz, Super Bowl champion, played at Stanford. Eric Cromenhoek, right now, who's at USC. We had Brendan Lamon go to Arizona State. 80's got that same type of makeup.
You can see he's destined for next level football. Here comes the snap. Handoff option on the outside. That's Jack Team. Fumbled it on his left. Onto it this time. Doesn't look like he got much on the play. That's Orlandi in on the stop again.
Botano does a good job. Played flat along the line of scrimmage. And that's what you want to do. You don't, as just a defensive back or a linebacker, you don't want to get so deep in the backfield that you leave a running lane behind you. Play flat along the line of scrimmage. Use your hands, work your hands. Did a good job. And it's a 2nd and long.
Milborn checking back in here in the red zone. You're going to think he's going to get at least one of these targets here.
It's funny. I don't see him ever catching many balls lined up on the left, though. But maybe, hey, it's 3rd game of the season. Just throw something different out.
Call a timeout, and we'll take one as well. Don't go anywhere. You're watching NorCal Sports Team.
This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight summer basketball camp for 4th through 12th graders. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details. Benton Roberson CPAs. Left Coast Lane Clearing, a licensed and insured tree and bush removal business. StorQuest, newest East Sonora location conveniently located off Tuolumne Road at 18870 Microtronics Way. Emberz, real food, real fun. Located in the heart of Old Town Sonora. Canepa and Sons Incorporated. Trade Trash Co. Coming this summer for all your trade school information. Look for us on Facebook this spring. Sonora Conference Center. 4 unique rooms available hourly or daily in the heart of downtown Sonora. Learn more at sonoraconferencecenter.com.
Welcome back, fans in attendance for this beautiful senior night here at Sonora High School. Red zone opportunity for their Wildcats as we have 3:25 left in the first half. We'd like to remind you we are calling this game remotely from the NorCal Sports Studios in scenic, mysterious California. Here come the Wildcats now. 2nd down and 10.
No safety help outside.
Back to pass. He'll throw it off to the flat. He's going to hit, looks like Woolridge. He's going to get past the first down marker. That'll set up a 1st down and goal for the Wildcats.
So you remember, Alex, we talked about using your best player as decoy. There's the example. Milborn's running up the field. He's double covered. You throw the swing route to Clifton and let him work his magic. Clifton can not only catch and run with the football, he's thrown a couple of passes for 101 yards and thrown a TD pass. Matlock.
Single back set. We'll see if it goes. There it is. Matlock up the middle and across the line. Touchdown, Wildcats. Chris, you called it a couple plays ago. Surprised if this guy gets a look. There he is.
I know how coaches are, being a former coach and having great relationship. You have some favorite players, and obviously there's a soft spot in Coach Craig's heart about him because he's worked hard, he's loyal, all these good things. I'm assuming on the scout team, one of those things. And what a night he's having, and finishes off with the touchdown.
Now temp is up and good. The senior, Andrew Matlock, gets 6 on the board. So brings back that 10-point lead. We'll be right back on NorCal Sports TV.
Or Sonora could score again.
Sonora up 10 here as we return to Sonora High School. Calaveras due to get the ball back here. Last time they got the ball, Phoenix Wind said, no thanks, I'm just going to return this kickoff myself.
Nice answer by Sonora with the 69-yard drive. Nearly 5 minutes off the clock.
Well, let's see what Calaveras can do with the ball as this one gets boomed to the 6-yard line. It looks like, Jake Black on the carry this time. Gets it up to about the 26-yard line where he'll be brought down in Calaveras offense, which we haven't seen since the first quarter, my friend.
This is only their second, I believe only their third possession of the game. And we'll see what they've used a timeout earlier. So I believe they only have 2 left, and I believe around 2:45 left. See if they can put something together.
Travis Bird will lead his offense back on. Shotgun formation, trying to get his players set. Orlandi goes outside. Bird set, looking for Orlandi. Gets it off the ground. Nice little reception for 6 yards for Orlandi.
Duct tape. Orlandi lined up as a tight end, then slots out from the inline position and goes wide receiver. And it's just a little 7-yard route and their first completion of the game.
Trying to move quick. Bird set, shotgun again, looking downfield. Has to roll out to his left. Throws along the sideline, incomplete. And that'll set up 3rd down and 5.
Good job.
Bronte was the intended receiver.
Good job up front by Sonora. Good push. Forced the quarterback to spill to his left. That's a tough swing route going towards your boundary.
So a mid-range 3rd down conversion opportunity here for Calaveras. Shotgun formation again. Motion man Bird looking to his left to the flat. He finds Orlandi. He'll get the first down. That was Ty Ferrante on that one again. Intended on the last play. First down on this one. And he'll move the chains.
And I believe he got out of bounds. I didn't see the signal from the official. But if he did, we'll see here on the replay. If he got out of bounds, then that would stop the clock. No, he's in bounds. Clock's rolling. They got to hurry up. Yeah.
We have 2 timeouts left. At least from my count. 2 minutes left to play in the first half. Motion man is Win. Fakes the handoff. Bird back to pass. Misses one defender. Throws downfield over his receiver's head. Incomplete. Looks like he was trying to reach Clayton Moore on that one.
He's got a wide open receiver. I didn't see who was open, but just missed on that throw. But that does stop the clock.
If they want to get any points. Bird takes the snap. He'll roll to his left. Sets his feet. Looks downfield. Incomplete to his left. And that sets up a long 3rd and 10.
So if you're Sonora here, and you can get a stop on third down, you could call a timeout. You're going to get the ball back, and, they could chuck one deep to Milbourne, run the ball a little bit to Matlock. So it's a sprint left towards the boundary, which is a side. Now you have that extra defender, the sideline. So it's a little tough to run that play into the boundary.
Looks like one of those timeouts by Calaveras will be called. Take one as well. We'll be right back. Minutes Sonora.
This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by Emberz, wood-fired food. Remember when the porch light was a secret code that signaled it was time for dinner? Families gathered at the dinner table, discussed their day, and listened to their grandfather's stories of the good old days. Food came from the garden, not from a box in the pantry. Family was the entertainment, not the television set. Here at Emberz, we remember that too. Welcome to our table. We pride ourselves in serving the freshest produce available. We buy organically grown ingredients wherever possible and buy from local merchants to help support our small business economy. All of our dressings and seasonings are blended in-house, and our recipes are handcrafted with love and pride. Our restaurant is loud and full of life, and as the only restaurant in town with a wood-fired oven, we pride ourselves on the unique style of food we serve. So when you come to Sonora, come and take a seat at our table. We look forward to meeting you.
Yeah.
So one remaining, if I'm not mistaken. $1:42 left here in the first half. Long third down for Calaveras as Bird takes the snap. Steps back, throws the deep ball. He just overthrows his man.
Well,
looking for Jake Black on that one, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Black had a 31-yard touchdown, and he is wide open. He's got a couple of steps on the defender, and he just misses the mark. If he puts a little bit more arrow to that ball, it's a touchdown.
4th and 10. Let's see what Calaveras does here. Looks like they're getting set to punt this one away, and that's going to be Bird who will do just that. $1:35 for the Wildcats when they get this ball back. Snap. Away it goes. This one's going to take a bounce about the 30. They're going to let it roll. 20 takes a Calaveras roll, and it's going to get down to about the 11. So 89 yards if Sonora is going to put 6 on the board. 90 seconds to do so. Chris will be interested to see if they can do it.
Well, you don't want to do anything stupid with the football, but you have all your timeouts. So you could actually, because on a first down, the clock will temporarily stop. I mean, you could run a little quarterback run here. You don't necessarily have to go throw, but you're pretty good throwing the ball to Milbourne. Or a secondary receiver or one of the backs out of the flat.
For those who didn't join us before the game, Sonora started with the ball in the first half, so Calaveras will get it to start the second half here. Curnow coming under center, nobody behind him. Motion man, hands it off. There's Matlock again. He'll gain 3 on that play. I believe 2 timeouts themselves. They're going to try to hurry back to the line here. Curnow under center again. Steps back to throw. Dumps it off. Tipped and dropped. That was Jack, the intended receiver.
Good
Sets up third down and 7.
Good coverage by Calaveras. Deep in route by Milbourne. Then they slipped out the back out to the flat. He's open. Would have picked up 4 or 5 yards and been tackled in bounds, and that would have chewed up some clock. So sometimes, although it screws up the passing completion percentage, it's okay to have an incompletion.
This is going to set up, I believe it's 3rd and 7 here. Handoff up the middle. That might get 7 and more. Rumbles down to the left side. That was Matlock again. Matlock having a huge game tonight, Chris.
And makes a great decision here. What's he do? He's cutting inside. I'm thinking, young man, run out of bounds. Run out of bounds. Get out of bounds. And that's exactly what he did.
Good head on Matlock's shoulders there. And that's just a heads-up football IQ play.
Yeah, that's why he's playing tonight, and that's why, you get certain loyalty to certain players because of the effort and their gamesmanship.
Handoff up the middle goes nowhere this time for Matlock. The clock will run.
Matlock, the ball carrier.
Looks like Sonora's trying to hurry to the ball as well. Under a minute here in the first half. Burnout puts a man in motion, hands it off again, pitches it outside, excuse me. Plenty of room to run. And he'll run out of bounds as well. That was Katie on the carry.
Clifton,
left play.
Nice decision of running out of bounds. And a lot of space out there. And decides, you know what, I'm better off just stepping out of bounds to try to take on this tackler and potentially be tackled in bounds. So it's 3rd and 3, a little less than 40 seconds left in the half.
You think they go shot downfield to Milbourne here?
I think they get the first down and possibly call a timeout on 3rd and 3.
Matlock in the backfield. Motion man, handoff to Matlock up the middle. Gets one, maybe two. Looks like it's going to be close.
I think he's short.
I think mark him short too. 4th down and
so you got to watch it right here. I think Coach Craig is probably just going to let this clock run out. If this is indeed,
looks like Sonora has no rush to get to the ball. And I believe you're right, my friend. I think this one's going to bring us to the half here. Sonora scores twice. Milbourne on the huge reception. Matlock on the run as they do snap the ball. Last chance. Throw to Milbourne. This one's going to come up incomplete. As I was saying, Milbourne with the huge touchdown.
Yeah, that was rather peculiar.
As we reached halftime here at Sonora High School, Sonora puts up 2. Answers with the kickoff of their own. Field goal first drive is 10 points. Sonora 17, Calaveras 7. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Don't miss the second half here on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight summer basketball camp for 4th through 12th graders. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details. Benton Roberson CPAs. Left Coast Lane Clearing, a licensed and insured tree and bush removal business. StorQuest, newest East Sonora location conveniently located off Tuolumne Road at 18870 Microtronics Way. Emberz, real food, real fun. Located in the heart of Old Town Sonora. Canepa and Sons Incorporated. Trade Trash Co. Coming this summer for all your trade school information. Look for us on Facebook this spring. Sonora Conference Center. 4 unique rooms available hourly or daily in the heart of downtown Sonora. Learn more at sonoraconferencecenter.com. This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by StorQuest, your partner in awesome. With our newest location in East Sonora conveniently located off Tuolumne Road, get in, out, and your way to your next adventure in no time with premium features like drive-up access, wide aisleways, and electronic gate access. While you're away, rest easy knowing our cutting-edge 24/7 security system is looking over your stuff. Stop by our 24/7 virtual rental center to rent your unit today. This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by Emberz, wood-fired food. Remember when the porch light was a secret code that signaled it was time for dinner? Families gathered at the dinner table, discussed their day, and listened to their grandfather's stories of the good old days. Food came from the garden, not from a box in the pantry. Family was the entertainment, not the television set. Here at Emberz, we remember that too. Welcome to our table. We pride ourselves in serving the freshest produce available. We buy organically grown ingredients wherever possible and buy from local merchants to help support our small business economy. All of our dressings and seasonings are blended in-house, and our recipes are handcrafted with love and pride. Our restaurant is loud and full of life, and as the only restaurant in town with a wood-fired oven, we pride ourselves on the unique style of food we serve. So when you come to Sonora, come and take a seat at our table. We look forward to meeting you. Canepa and Sons Incorporated, drilling and pumps, family owned and operated since 1981. To get the most expert staff of well drillers and pump installation technicians, you can count on more than 30 plus years of experience to work on your well. Call us at 209-532-1136.
Benton Robertson CPAs provides personalized tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Benton Robertson difference. We look forward to hearing from you. Check us out online at br-cpa.net.
This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight summer basketball camp for 4th through 12th graders. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details. Benton Robertson CPAs. Left Coast Lane Clearing, a licensed and insured tree and bush removal business. StorQuest, newest East Sonora location conveniently located off Tuolumne Road at 18870 Microtronics Way. Emberz, real food, real fun. Located in the heart of Old Town Sonora. Canepa and Sons Incorporated, Trade Trash Co. Coming this summer for all your trade school information. Look for us on Facebook this spring. Sonora Conference Center, 4 unique rooms available hourly or daily in the heart of downtown Sonora. Learn more at sonoraconferencecenter.com. This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by StorQuest, your partner in awesome. With our newest location in East Sonora conveniently located off Tuolumne Road, get in, out, and your way to your next adventure in no time with premium features like drive-up access, wide aisleways, and electronic gate access. While you're away, rest easy knowing our cutting-edge 24/7 security system is looking over your stuff. Stop by our 24/7 virtual rental center to rent your unit today. This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by Emberz, wood-fired food. Remember when the porch light was a secret code that signaled it was time for dinner? Families gathered at the dinner table, discussed their day, and listened to their grandfather's stories of the good old days. Food came from the garden, not from a box in the pantry. Family was the entertainment, not the television set. Here at Emberz, we remember that too. Welcome to our table. We pride ourselves in serving the freshest produce available. We buy organically grown ingredients wherever possible and buy from local merchants to help support our small business economy. All of our dressings and seasonings are blended in-house, and our recipes are handcrafted with love and pride. Our restaurant is loud and full of life, and as the only restaurant in town with a wood-fired oven, we pride ourselves on the unique style of food we serve. So when you come to Sonora, come and take a seat at our table. We look forward to meeting you.
Okay.
Please.
Welcome back to Sonora High School, where it is halftime on this senior night. Wildcats have a lead over Calaveras with a score of 17-7. I'm Alex Sasker here in the booth with Chris Babcock. And Chris, Gabe Milborn took pretty heavy-handed advantage there in that first half of the Calaveras defense.
Well, if my Chico State math is correct, I've got him for at least 5 receptions for 173 yards. So they've got him the ball via the air, but the senior getting the start tonight, Andrew Matlock, moving the chains with energy and passion. Also got the last touchdown that culminated a 69-yard drive. Calaveras gets this ball to start the second half, and they need to establish something offensively. Their only score was a kickoff return by Wynn for 87 yards. So they've got to answer. So we came into this game, one of the keys to the game, you got to cover Milborn. It just hasn't happened.
Well, you had also mentioned before the game, Calaveras has not allowed a second half score all season.
That's a good point. Good notes. But if they shut out the opponent, it means they've got to answer with some points if they want to get this win. And Sonora's won 6 straight over Calaveras, 9 out of 10 dating back to 2010. So great opportunity for Calaveras to get the ball to start the second half. And if their defense can step up and throw the shutout, they've got to put up at least 11 points to get the W.
We haven't heard much from Braden Orlandi, the sophomore on Calaveras, yet tonight. Just a couple receptions for him. You think he's going to make any impact here in the second half?
He's made an impact defensively. Offensively, he's been open. They missed on a couple of throws. And they've been trying to sprint to the boundary. It's one thing to sprint to the boundary when you're on the right hash, okay? So you have all that room to work with. But when you're on the left hash and you're sprinting left, there's not much room to work with. So the passing game is almost sometimes by formation is playing against the 12th defender, which is the sideline.
We would like you to remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the happenings in high school sports. You can find us at youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. You can also check us out on social media on Twitter and on Facebook and on Instagram. We're going to take another quick break. When we come, go ahead.
No, I wanted to give a shout out to our owner, Dion I. We have 7 games going on throughout Northern California, and it doesn't happen. And we're not going to get an extra $5 in the mail from from Dion, but to be able to put this all together and have Friday Night Lights and all of the people supporting our broadcasts absolutely for free, multi-camera, instant replay. You just have to listen to me sometimes. So thank you, Dion. Sorry, Alex, go ahead.
And you have to listen to me, unfortunately, too. Couldn't happen without Dion, our sponsors, and all of you watching at home. We thank you so much. We will step away real quickly for one more second, but when we come back, second half action from Sonora High School on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by StorQuest, your partner in awesome. With our newest location in East Sonora, conveniently located off Tuolumne Road, get in, out, and your way to your next adventure in no time. With premium features like drive-up access, wide aisleways, and electronic gate access. While you're away, rest easy knowing our cutting-edge 24/7 security system is looking over your stuff. Stop by our 24/7 virtual rental center to rent your unit today. Canepa and Sons Incorporated, drilling and pumps, family owned and operated since 1981. To get the most expert staff of well drillers and pump installation technicians, you can count on more than 30 plus years of experience to work on your well. Call us at 209-532-1136.
Welcome back to Sonora High School. A beautiful evening here. April Friday Night Lights. Chris, I'm not too sure if I can get used to that, but I'm just happy to have a little bit of high school football in this crazy last year that we've had.
Well, not only football, but the beautiful sounds of the Sonora band. You know, these kids getting an opportunity. You know, football, high school football is community. And the community comes out and everybody has a role. Yeah, the football game is the most important. Let's don't fool anybody. But the band, the cheerleaders, everybody that's involved, it takes a community. And great seeing these kids be able to play, hear the band playing, and for the most part, the community getting together.
It's an all senses experience. You can smell the snack bar, you hear the band, you see the players, you feel the hits. Oh, there's nothing like Friday Night Lights.
No, there isn't.
We're about to get ready here for kickoff. We might take one more second here as we wait for the referees and the teams to take the field. We would like to remind you that it is senior night. I believe this is the last game of the week, or the last game of their shortened season as well. We'll take one more step away, but when we come back, it's the second half kickoff on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight summer basketball camp for 4th through 12th graders. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details. Benton Roberson CPAs. Left Coast Lane Clearing, a licensed and insured tree and bush removal business. StorQuest. Newest East Sonora location conveniently located off Tuolumne Road at 18870 Microtronics Way. Emberz, real food, real fun, located in the heart of Old Town Sonora. Canepa and Sons Incorporated, Trade Trash Co. Coming this summer for all your trade school information. Look for us on Facebook this spring. Sonora Conference Center, 4 unique rooms available hourly or daily in the heart of downtown Sonora. Learn more at sonoraconferencecenter.com.
Just under a minute here until we kick off the action back here at Sonora High School. Once again, our score right now as it stands, Sonora 17, Calaveras 7. I'd like to go back over our keys to the game, and for Calaveras, it's stop Milbourne, and Chris, it doesn't look like they've done too great of a job of that so far.
No, he has over 170 yards, and what Milbourne has done with his success is allowed for the fullback, Andrew Matlock, to Novocaine right, Novocaine left, Novocaine up the gut, and pick up chain moving first downs. They've been able to control the clock. They have not turned the football over, had one near turnover. So far, so good for Sonora. Calaveras needs to answer, make some adjustments, and they need to find something defensively.
Just under 30 seconds. We're getting ready for kickoff here. Snap action coming your way on NorCal Sports TV. Edwin Casillas back to kick for the Wildcats. As he boots this one away, it's going to get picked up about the 5-yard line.
They kicked it a little too early.
Too early?
Oh, no.
Offsides in the Wildcats. While we have a minute while they reload on the kickoff team, I'd like to mention, if you take a close look at the Calaveras helmets tonight, you'll notice their decal is a giant 33. That's for their senior captain, Blaine Mosa, who has not played this year. Over the summer, he was injured in a boating accident and was unable to compete. He suffered a major injury to his leg, but he is getting better each and every day. He was the starting linebacker and tight end last year, and I think that's a wonderful tribute as this one's picked up about the 10. Brought out to the 20, cuts back across the middle, 30, 35, 40. Here he goes again, 45, and wins finally brought down at about the 47-yard line. Excuse me, that was not when that was Jake Black on the carry. And a great return for Calaveras to start the second half.
Took the ball on his 13, getting some good blocking, weaving his way through traffic. And they have over 130 yards in kickoff return yardage. And see if they can take that momentum. Great field position here to start the second half.
Edwin Casillas, the kicker, was the one who brought him down. Last man to beat. Here's the handoff. Right side, nowhere going. Brought down for a loss in the backfield, and Sonora makes a huge statement on the opening play defensively for the second half.
Good job defensively by Sells and Matlock getting into the backfield and rallying up to the football and team. That's good team defense right there. Calaveras likes to run that ball into the boundary. They haven't had much success with it.
Two fullbacks set here for Calaveras. Here's the handoff again, trying to gain back those yards they just lost. They will, and then some as the legs keep moving for a gain. It looks like about 5. Number 21, Jake Hopper on the carry. He's going to set up a long third down, however.
Looked like zero gain here, but he keeps moving his feet. He's got a couple of Wildcats on his back and pushes forward, and now Calaveras playing a little bit in front of the chains. Going to be third down and 7, I believe. I'm going to call it 3rd and 8 here.
Looks like strong right. Handoff, rolling back, looking for a man downfield. Bird rolls to his right. Throws up the ball. This one's going to go far outside the out-of-bounds lines, and it'll be incomplete. And a 3 and out for Calaveras as Sonora gets a stop.
The defensive end, Gabriel Milbourne, forces this throw, gets good pressure, and throws it away.
Got his hand on the quarterback there as well as he pushed him out of bounds. Fourth and 8. Bird back to punt. And there's the snap. This one's going to drop in past the 20. It's going to take a Sonora bounce. And Calaveras will just stop it around the 19-yard line.
So Calaveras got a great return to start the half. They got the ball to the 46-yard line. They netted 2 yards on that drive. So Sonora will get the ball back after feeding Matlock, the senior, making the start tonight and mixing in some at least 5 passes, completions to Milbourne for over 170 yards.
You got to think Coach Craig's team, or he's going to be very happy with his defense on that drive. Only 2 net yards.
So you said, we had talked about Calaveras has thrown a shutout in the last 3 games in the second half.
Well, there goes Matlock again for a gain of about 16 on the first play of offense for them on the second half. Matlock having himself a game so far, my friend.
He's got to be close to 100 yards rushing. and getting good blocking, and the offensive line doing a good job up front, sealing those blockers, getting second-level blocks, and Matlock just follow your blockers. And he's
Sonora's doing a great job of locking up Donovan Gregorio there on the line. Here's first down and 10. Handoff again to Matlock. It's a couple this time, and then finally is brought down right about the 40-yard line. We'll give him 4 on that one. Second down and 6.
I think he heard you because they just tried to triple team him, and he worked his hands through. Right here, he's getting double teamed, keeps working, takes on another blocker, and takes on Matlock and holds him to a 3-yard gain.
The broadcaster curse is real, and my apologies, Mr. Gregorio. Second down and 6 as Curnow brings him up to the line. Single back formation, handoff. Nope, Curnow keeps it, rolls to his right, takes on contact, falls forward, but he'll get the first down and then some. Another first down for the Wildcats, and they're starting to move again, Chris.
Watch the get off here by the Wildcats offensive line, the right tackle and the right guard. They just get off the football. I mean, they're just body on body. And then the quarterback, Curnow, just able to work his way through and move the chains.
4 wide receiver set. Curnow, handoff, keeps it again. This time he rolls to the left. Makes one man miss, makes another man miss. Finally dragged down from behind there. But it's another first down for the Wildcats. Braden Orlandi on the tackle.
Assignment football. There's a person who's responsible for the dive and a player that's responsible for the quarterback. The edge guy is not responsible for the dive, but yet he's trying to tackle the dive, and Curnow is just reading the room, scampers around, and picks up the first down. And then we got a timeout on the field.
Well, while they take one, so will we. We'll be right back with more of the action here on NorCal Sports TV.
Anapa and Sons Incorporated, drilling and pumps, family owned and operated since 1981. To get the most expert staff of well drillers and pump installation technicians, you can count on more than 30 plus years of experience to work on your well. Call us at 209-532-1136.
Benton Robertson CPAs provides personalized tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Benton Robertson difference. We look forward to hearing from you. Check us out online at br-cpa.net.
First down and 10 for the Wildcats as we come back here. 8:28 left in the third. Keeper Curnow on the option. That's a loose ball. Looks like the Wild. No, that's still out there. Looks like it might be Calaveras ball. They're pointing that way. No, it looks like Sonora's got it now. Milbourne falls on it.
This is a horrible pitch. And who made the play? Gia Gregorio with the chicken strip on Friday night, but Milbourne doing everything but drive the bus tonight, hustles back and dives on the loose ball. That's the second loose ball on the ground tonight for Sonora, and they haven't turned it over. Last week, 5 turnovers. Today, 2 fumbles, both recoveries, and they dodged the arrow.
Something to watch here on Milbourne as we go forward. When he came up with that ball, he was shaking his hand like he got rolled on or stepped on. We'll keep an eye on that up here. As Curnow goes back to throw, he finds Milbourne. Guess those hands are fine as he brings it down to the 38. First down for the Wildcats.
So they're going to not let him, they're not going to let him beat them deep. So what's he do? Runs a simple 12-yard curl, down and out, pitch and catch, wide open, catch, gets up the field, nothing tricky, and believe that is his 6th catch of the game. He will definitely be playing at the next level in football.
I believe I call that a first down. It actually brings up a 3rd and 6. They go right back his way. Stiff arm right in the gullet, and he gets the first down.
This is matriculating the ball down the field. If you're going to play 10 to 12 yards off of Millborn, Coach Craig is just going to continue to take advantage. It's just a 10-yard curl, turns around, pitch and catch. Get up the field, get a little stiff arm, and another reception for Millborn.
Connor Arnold got a whole armful of Gabe Millborn right in his face mask there. 4 wide set. Millborn closest to your screen on the right. It's going to be the handoff up the middle. Looks like they were trying to go to Woldridge. Didn't go far. Maybe a gain of 1 on that one.
It didn't go far, but they're in that 2x2 set. You just got to run the dive. You know, it's just part of this offense. They're going to keep it next time because the defensive end who's responsible for the quarterback tackled the dive. So I would expect a keeper here in the next couple of plays.
Jesus Gonzalez on the tackle. He was a little shaken up. He stays in the game. Rolling back, Curnow looking downfield. Gets his man, number 22. That's Cade Clifton. First reception for Clifton on the night downfield, and that's going to be a red zone opportunity for the Wildcats. Here they come.
This is the old-fashioned trailer. So you got your best player, Millborn, going deep, and then Clifton just follows right behind him. It's just a trail route. And his second catch for a first down tonight, and the Wildcats are in business.
Millborn far right. You got to look for the fade route here. Handoff. Guess who? It's Matlock. He gets down to the 1. I think they're going to go right back to Matlock here on the second down.
Well, it could be. It is senior night, but they're not doing a good job of tackling the dive. But feed the dive until they stop it.
It looks like the offensive line is just doing a phenomenal job for Sonora, creating misdirection, creating those gaps, and all their backs have to do is just follow that, and they're getting 5, 6, 7 yards a carry.
And the line splits are huge line splits.
Hand off to Matlock. Looks like Curnow kept it. Down he goes for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 to go.
56 on the tackle. Noah
Cardenas and Orlandi team up here. And
Cardenas, the sophomore on the line.
Beat at the quarterback. So you got 2 sophomores making a play right there, teaming up to make a play. They've got a lot of high school football ahead of them. That's encouraging as a coach.
Especially a guy like Orlandi, who has talent in spades. 3rd down, goal to go. Curnow, hand up the middle. It goes to Matlock, and I think Calaveras ball was on the ground. It's picked up. It looks like they go across. It is a touchdown. Number 58 gets it. That's Aaron Greenway. Picks up the loose ball from Matlock, brings it across the goal line. 6 on the board for Sonora.
Well, last night, if you were going to be a lineman and have a dream, this would be it. A teammate fumbles, and you pick it up. It looks like the old Fumblerooski play, the way that fumble went and how it was set up. But talking about an ideal situation. 3rd fumble, 2nd fumble of the drive, but Sonora still scores.
Kick is on the way, and it is good. So the point after will bring it up to 24-7. Sonora all over Calaveras. We'll take a step away, and we'll be right back here on NorCal Sports TV. Back with that, I'll introduce it with that. Calaveras, up to this point of the season, has not allowed a second half score until just now.
And that's defeating. It's defeating as far as Sonora fumbled the ball twice and you could not once pick it up. And then the last one is, the holy roller type of play the Raiders scored on 7,000 years ago. So that's very defeating as a team. Calaveras needs to answer.
Casper picked up that one, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Ball brought to the 46-yard line on the kickoff squib. That was Connor Arnold on the return.
Watch 53, Gia Gregorio. Just watch him in the middle. He's just tackling this kid. Not call for a hold. He's trying to do a fireman's carry or reverse on him. Little wrestling term for you.
I like it. We call it an attitude adjustment if it's John Cena doing it. First down and 10 for Calaveras. Single backfield motion. Handoff's going to go sweep to the left. Got a couple blockers there. Downfield, big gain for them. And they'll go down in Sonora territory, 26. That was Clayton Moore, the senior, on that carry.
Turn the corner, and he never slowed his feet down here. He's able to go full speed, follow his blockers, and picks up the first down, just following Jake Hopper.
Holy Bouchard was on the tackle there.
Then we got a penalty.
Flag here. Was it maybe a hold on the play? Looks, at least from the distance, that's what it was. We'll take a look again. And if you look there,
I think Orlandi with the takedown. It's one thing when you're engaged and you're blocking, but when you do the old takedown, throwdown attempt, catches the eye of the official every time.
And if you go back to the kickoff there, he was out there just blowing people up, wasn't making blocks, just trying to lay a helmet. As this run goes nowhere here on first down for Calaveras.
I have yet to see them. I'd like to see them fake the fly sweep and throw the pop pass up the seam to the tight end, Orlandi.
I don't think that one went anywhere there, so we'll see what the yardage here. It will bring second down and 24 as we're just about 3 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Looked at a lot of play calling charts. Second and 24 isn't on that chart of plays.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that's in the common game plans during the week. Downfield he goes. He's got a man, and he's got a first down and more. Gets you back to the original line of scrimmage. There he is, Braden Orlandi on the reception.
Simple concept. Back swings out of the backfield, and Orlandi with the screen or with the curl route, and then gets upfield and gets near the chains. I like the concept on that play.
Well,
Rinse
third
and
and nine is a lot more obtainable than third and 24, which it was.
Yes,
second and 24. Shotgun formation. Bird takes the snap. Couple step drop, throws as he gets hit. That one's picked off. Sonora gets the turnover here. Dropped immediately there by 26 by Clayton Moore. That's Tim Blackmore, the sophomore, making himself heard tonight on senior night.
In the right place at the right time, but the quarterback, Bird, he felt the pressure here. You couldn't see it in the replay, but he got pressured and got drilled to the ground. So as a quarterback, you can't step into that throw. That's a good hit, and I believe that was Hanks. We've seen him make a couple of plays tonight.
Yeah, Kyler Hanks, also a senior, put his helmet right in the numbers and forced the interception. Curnow takes the snap, hands it off to Matlock. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. The 77, Ethan Poreth, the freshman, on the line, makes himself heard. You talk about a lot of football left in his career. And it will go against Sonora. Repeat first down.
The only thing I'm thinking on there, it's a post and chop. And what a post and chop, it's called for safety reasons. It's when a offensive player is engaged up high and another offensive player hits that same defensive player below the waist. The post is the block above the waist. The chop is the block below the waist. Therefore, it's called a penalty. It's first and 25.
First and very long for the Wildcats. Motion man takes the handoff. Curnow is going to dump it off to the flat where he has his man. Lots of room, makes a miss. 40, 45, 50, and still going forward. A big gain, getting back a chunk of that yardage after the penalty. Clay Woolridge on the reception.
Little swing route, simple swing route, pitch and catch. And you don't see any white jerseys in the screen until right there. And then all the green jerseys blocking downfield. When you see receivers blocking downfield for fellow wide receivers, that means those guys are connected, that they love each other, that they will go and play for their fellow teammate. Simple pitch and catch, moves the chains, and Sonora's in business again.
First and 10 for Sonora, 47-yard line. Handoff to Matlock, only gets 1 or 2 that time. No, Curnow kept it. Gets a first down, is finally dragged down. He fooled the cameraman, he fooled me.
Well, he did fool me because I've been watching number 45 slash and slant inside and try to tackle all night to tackle the fullback dive. He does it again here, and there's nobody with the quarterback. And then you get a seal block on the edge, and it's a chain-moving first down. I think Orlandi's hurt with a shoulder injury.
It looked like he went down hard on that tackle. We will take a timeout on the field to attend to him, and we'll take a timeout here as well as he's helped off the turf. We'll be right back on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by StorQuest, your partner in awesome. With our newest location in East Sonora, conveniently located off Tuolumne Road, get in, out, and your way to your next adventure in no time with premium features like drive-up access, wide aisleways, and electronic gate access. While you're away, rest easy knowing our cutting-edge 24/7 security system is looking over your stuff. Stop by our 24/7 virtual rental center to rent your...
Easily have over 100 yards.
Easily. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. Minute 20 to play here in the third. Quarterback keeper to the right side. Tries to beat a man, finally brought down just past the 30-yard line.
The right side of the Wildcat offense, they have great timing getting off the football. Just explode off the football. And the coaching staff of Sonora knows we can run quarterback keeper any time we want.
The game is definitely won in the trenches, and so far Sonora has definitely won that game. 45 to play here in the third quarter. Curnow, man in motion. Handoff up the middle. 25. There he goes. He's brought down about the 5-yard line. Clay Woolridge saw 6. Finally brought down by his sneakers. They'll set up a first and goal for the Wildcats.
So he caught the swing route and then the big push up front on the dive, and he pushes up. Just follow this offensive line and the push that they get, body on body, and then sometimes they won't even just block you. They're just going to run up through you and to get to the second level. And then linebackers don't even know how to react. And I think that's probably going to be the final play of the third quarter, Mr. Carter.
Sonora, okay, letting the clock run out to the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up from Sonora. Your score, Wildcats 24, Calaveras 7. We will be right back with fourth quarter action on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by Emberz, wood-fired food. Remember when the porch light was a secret code that signaled it was time for dinner? Families gathered at the dinner table, discussed their day, and listened to their grandfather's stories of the good old days. Food came from the garden, not from a box in the pantry. Family was the entertainment, not the television set. Here at Emberz, we remember that too. Welcome to our table. We pride ourselves in serving the freshest produce available. We buy organically grown ingredients wherever possible and buy from local merchants to help support our small business economy. All of our dressings and seasonings are blended in-house, and our recipes are handcrafted with love and pride. Our restaurant is loud and full of life, and as the only restaurant in town with a wood-fired oven, we pride ourselves on the unique style of food we serve. So when you come to Sonora, come and take a seat at our table. We look forward to meeting you.
This night has flown by. Fourth quarter on its way as you take a look there at the Sonora Band. Shout out to the Sonora Band First down and goal for the Wildcats. Trying to make this one almost out of reach. Motion man Curnow tosses out there. We're going to get a whistle. I think somebody went early on the Sonora line. We'll wait and see what the call is from the referee. And I know they're going to call offside there on Calaveras.
As a coach, you hate to see this as the first play. They're lined up offsides to begin with. But the first play coming out of the quarter, and you jump offsides. Those are the kind of things as a coach makes you wake up at 3:30 in the morning and not go back to sleep.
Chris, I can take it from the tone of your voice. You speak from experience when you talk about this.
Yeah. And now you just do the game's over, and you have a libation, you move on to the next game. And there's, hey, I screwed up that call and broke the last name, but nobody hurt.
Curnow under center. Toss on to the outside, shift to the left. He's got team trying to go for the line. He looks like he'll be about a yard short, and that's where they'll mark him. It's going to be second down and goal.
Team, the sophomore, taking the pitch and outrunning the defense, finally caught up by Ferrante, the senior. But it's 2nd and 1. Will Woolridge get a chance to finish the drive that he has set up? That's about the only drama that's left right now.
For those of you on the Calaveras side, Braden Orlandi is okay. He is back in the game. He was in on those last couple of plays.
And then Woolridge is out, and the senior, Matlock, is back into the game.
Can Matlock get his second here? 2nd down and 1. And looks like we're going to get another stoppage here.
Delay a game.
So back him up 5 there. Delay of game on the offense.
So in high school football, once the official whistles down a play clock of 40 seconds starts. And if you don't get it snapped between that time, it's a delay of the game.
There's the handoff to Matlock as we called. Doesn't get to go anywhere, and I don't think that would have worked if it had been 2nd down and 1 either. It'll set up 3rd down and 6 yards for goal. In the next play, Matlock, a little shaken up there.
Hopper
looks like he rolled up.
Yeah, Hopper is unblocked and finishes. Look like we've got some substitutions for giving a chance for some other players to get in the ball game. I love it.
Yeah, we definitely saw Woolridge and Clifton checking back in. Milbourne on the far right side. 3rd down, about 8 yards for goal here. Step back pass, looking for Milbourne, just out of reach. And that'll set up 4th down and goal.
This is a, I don't know if it's an out route or a corner route. If it's a corner route, it just needs to throw that ball to the corner. I think it's a good job by the defensive front of Calaveras. I believe they got a paw on that ball and got a pass defense. So another field goal attempt for Sonora. Had one earlier.
It's Tim Blackmore on for the field goal. Curnow on the hold. Snap is down. The hold is there. The kick is up. Right down the middle. Good as can be. That's going to make it a 20-point game here with 10 minutes to play in the game. Sonora Wildcats 27, Calaveras High 7. We'll take a quick break and be right back with more of the action on NorCal Sports TV. Sophomore on that team. A lot of junior, too. Welcome back to Sonora High School. Coach, I got a question for you there. How many times have you seen a sophomore with an interception and 2 field goals on the night?
Not very often. Blackmore shining strong tonight.
The kickoff is picked up, and he's going to get down at about the 41-yard line. That was number 21, Jake Hopper, on the return.
So he's got an interception He's got 2 field goals, and he's 3 for 3 on extra points. Not a bad night.
Not a bad night at all. And a sophomore. A lot of football left for him to play.
Yeah, both these teams, and we were talking on the break, both these teams have some sophomores that are going to be good players in the future. And nice to see Orlandi playing offense as well.
Full backfield. Looks like Wynn's going to take and carry it on the outside. Gain about 5, 6. Finally brought down. Up a little slow, but it looks like he will recover.
So now's the time of the game where we go cramp alert. You see a lot of players, stretching their calves after the play. A lot of these players that we mentioned are going both ways. The fly sweep goes for 8 yards. As the clock winds down here on Friday Night Lights.
2nd down and 4. Bird looking downfield, sees a man wide open. That is Jake Black down the sideline. Touchdown, Calaveras high. And a quick answer needed. There it is. Touchdown.
Back-to-back weeks, and Black has 2 touchdown receptions. This one, 44 yards, I believe. We take another look at that. But he is wide open. And those
that's
guys
the most space he's had all game.
Yeah, they had a connection last week, and they get the quick score here.
Well, that's definitely 50 plus for him.
Yeah, big play. And so we see a lot of players on both sidelines getting their calves stretched out. So
Hopper on for the extra point. Good as can be, down the middle. 27-14, Calaveras with the quick answer. 9 minutes, 15 left to play in this one. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got the conclusion of this one live on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Sonora Wildcat football is brought to you by StorQuest, your partner in awesome. With our newest location in East Sonora, conveniently located off Tuolumne Road, get in, out, and your way to your next adventure in no time with premium features like drive-up access, wide aisleways, and electronic gate access. While you're away, rest easy knowing our cutting-edge 24/7 security system is looking over your stuff. Stop by our 24/7 virtual rental center to rent your unit today.
So with 9:19 left, you got to think Calaveras might be bringing on the onside unit, or Sonora bringing out their hands team. What say you, Coach?
Yeah, they have the hands team, and Calaveras has not stopped Sonora tonight. So I don't know if Coach Clark is going to say, hey, this is the time we're going to get a stop and we're going to kick it, or does he go onside kick?
Hopper on the kick. Here he goes. Scuffs it, goes for the onside kick. That ball is all loose. It's on the ground. And Sonora's football. Number 25, Clay Woldridge on the recovery.
He's had a nice quarter.
Absolutely.
He's had a nice quarter, recovers this. And it's a pretty easy one to recover. And Sonora gets the ball in great field position.
Calaveras going to be hoping for a stop here.
Yeah, you got to take some chances defensively, but that doesn't mean the defensive end continues to try to tackle the fullback dive.
27-14, 9:17 left to play. Handoff goes up the middle. Curnow was going to hand it off, ended up keeping it. Gets rolled up only after a gain of 2. He'll pop up, and he looks a little disappointed with how that one turned out, Coach.
It looked like there was an opening there, did it, Alex? But the defense rallied up. They tackle the dive, and Curnow pulls it. But there, he should have just pushed up the field instead of trying to get outside. I don't know if you could show that again, D. Is if he just stays with the design of the play and gets immediately upfield. See, here he tries to run outside instead of just getting up the field. He picks up 5 instead of 2. And so 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Curnow under center. Handoff. Keeps it this time. He's going to roll to his right. To his left. Swallowed up immediately. Down he goes. They'll give him forward progress. But another good stop for Calaveras. Forces a 3rd down here.
Yeah, and you're almost second guessing should they have kicked it deep? But I believe it's been discussed with Sonora. Let's don't pitch the ball out of the option. Now they'll run the toss, but let's don't pitch, because when we've pitched the football, the ball's ended up on the ground. Now they haven't turned the ball over because of that, but Calaveras is on an all-out assault on the dive.
Just under 8 minutes left in this one. Still anyone's game. Motion man set. Fakes the handoff. Curnow looking. Sees his man in the flat. He's got a reception. Going for first down and a little bit more. That was Cade Clifton, the junior. That's the first down for the Wildcats.
So we talked about earlier in the game, Alex, of taking sometimes your best player can be his best move, could be a decoy. This is the 5th time tonight. Not 2, not 3, not 4, you got 5 times where they've run Milbourne on a clearing route, and they've just swung the back right behind him, and they picked up first down after first down after first down after first down after first down. Now they'll go back to the dive.
First down and 10, ball on this Calaveras side. There's the dive that you called. Up the middle, 3-ish yards is where he'll brought down. And it looks like, yes, that was Matlock on the carry. And KJ Gonzalez on the tackle.
So Matlock just driving his feet, and we'll check online tomorrow for his stats, but pretty sure he's easily over 100 yards tonight. So you've got a lot of you got a lot of players in the stat sheet tonight, catching and running.
Just the single runner in the backfield. No rush to get to the line. There's the snap. There's the dive. Nope, he keeps it. Quarterback keeps it and gets brought down in the backfield.
Okay, so all game I've been saying, number 40, Jesus Gonzalez, don't tackle the dive, tackle the quarterback. What happens here?
He gets
tackles the quarterback, and it's a tackle for loss. Well done, young man.
Been involved in the last 2 tackles. They're setting up another long 3rd and 9. Could we see another fake or a fade to Milbourne here?
Or it could be that trailer route, him run 80, run deep, and release the back right behind him to the flat.
Motion man set, fakes the handoff, looking towards Milbourne. There's the trail route to the flat. Excellent tackle on the outside by 26, Clayton Moore, and that's going to force a 4th down. And there's the timeout from Calaveras. Yes, stopping the clock around 5:16, 5:17. We'll get the official count here in a second as we look at this one again.
Fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 5 times, but not this time. Clayton Moore, Johnny on the spot with the tackle in space, and it's 4th down, and we've got a timeout on the field. So here Calaveras has been waiting all game to make a stop defensively, and here is the opportunity, is to get the stop. So 4th and 9, you got to expect the ball to be thrown to Milbourne, and they've had that corner rolled up on Milbourne. I'd like to see him press him. Don't let him off the line of scrimmage, and see how the quarterback reacts to that timing. So used to throwing the ball on time, throwing it to Milbourne or throwing it to the swing or to the flat route. All of a sudden, he's coming out of that timeout going, okay, we're going to feed Milbourne, we're going to run this, and then all of a sudden Milbourne is having a little bit of difficulty getting off the line of scrimmage. That would be my strategy coming off this timeout if I'm Calaveras. I'm going to reroute 80 like bad spam mail.
4th down and 9. We'll see what Calaveras pulls out. Spam mail stoppage here. Curnow under center. Motion man. Fakes the handoff. Throws right across the middle. It's caught. Did he get enough? It was caught by Cade Clifton. And it looks like he got it. Yes, he did. First down, Wildcats.
I love this call. I like this call because you go to somebody else, and it's just a little pop pass. And, boy, Jake Hopper was all over it, but not enough. And Calaveras, when they've had to make a play defensively, Sonora has won. So we got another timeout.
See if it's Calaveras calling it. Yes, it is. That'll be their final timeout of the game here.
I think Coach Clark wanted to see a measurement there, thinking it was close enough and that the officials, and we're miles away from the play, but I'm thinking, boy, Coach Wood is thinking I'd like to see a measurement there versus just automatically make it a first down. But Clifton has been there when his teammates have needed him the most. He's got a handful worth of receptions, and that one was huge right there.
The 5'10 junior coming up huge. Could have almost sealed the game here for the Wildcats. Let's take a look. So the first down marker is the 29.5.
Wow. Yeah,
How close is that? Oh, I don't know about that one, partner.
Well, at least measure it. They don't have the benefits of slowing down and being backseat drivers like us, but at least that's got to be measured. I think that's all Coach Clark wanted was a measurement. And if it's a first down, you move on. And that's how you get closure as a coach on a play.
Looking at that replay, I think they might have stopped him. It looked like his knee was down. Nevertheless, we move on. 5 minutes to play. Curnow under center. Here comes the movement. There's the dive. And they're starting to get wise to it as this one stopped. Still a gain of 4 there. It looks like that was Matlock on the carry again. Yes, it was. Oh, we got a player slow to get up for Calaveras. Can't really get a number on who it is there. Looks like number 4. He looks like that's Jesus Gonzalez. Well, we'll take a look at this and we'll let the training staff tend to him.
Oh.
It looks like he definitely got rolled up on.
Yeah, somebody rolled up on him, and hopefully he is okay, because nothing good happens when you get rolled up on the football field.
We'll let the health staff tend to him there. We'll take a step away to give him that time. You're watching live coverage of the Sonora Wildcats on NorCal Sports TV. Inside of his leg, it looked like it could have been like a quad. Happy to see Jesus Gonzalez up under his own power and walking off with the help of the training staff. We hope it isn't too serious there.
No, and we don't want to speculate, but the fact that he's able to walk off on his own power, he might have hyperextended his knee or something to that nature, but at least he's able to walk off in his own power, and you don't want to see any long-term injuries with any of these kids out here, especially this late in the game.
Jesus Gonzalez is a junior. There's the handoff to the left side. Calling his name again, Andrew Matlock. Gain of 1 this time.
His folks are going to call him for breakfast tomorrow. They might have to go and help him out of bed, but when they see him, he's going to have a big smile on his face.
They might call him Barney the Purple Dinosaur with how bruised up he might be after this game.
Good soreness. Him as a senior and be able to touch the football, get, as you'd mentioned, over 150 yards, getting into the end zone.
On senior night.
Good stuff.
Just about 4 minutes left. Curnow under center. There's the snap. There's the handoff again. Matlock will take it down to about the 20, so they're in the red zone. That was 3rd down and 5. We'll see where they mark it here.
So think about this, Andrew. Back in October with these kids and us being in the midst of a pandemic, and ask him, Andrew, how would you like to finish your season? And he's not even thinking they have a season. Oh, I'd like to get 25 carries over 150 yards against Calaveras in their final game. You can't write a script for that kid any better.
You really can't. 4th down and 2. Clifton in motion. Now going the other way. There's the handoff again. Oh, that one's close as well.
they're going to be
Referees
short.
marking it. I definitely think they're short this time. Orlandi calls it, and there it is. Turnover on downs for the Wildcats. So the perfect night for Matlock doesn't go as planned. It's still a very good one for him nonetheless.
Kyler Hanks, boy, does he anticipate the snap count, number 56 of Sonora. He gets off the football and makes a nice block, but not enough. And, hey, not much time, but it's a 2-score game. You got to score quick if you are Calaveras.
Well, here's the snap. Bird back to pass, looking in the flat, looking. Milborn coming, throws across the middle, incomplete.
So doesn't get a sack, doesn't get credit for, there's a hurry stat, I guess. This one's a hurry, and 80 got there very quickly.
Oh, look at that. Shed the block on the outside.
Or the sophomore Orlandi will understand how good 80 is. Using your hands, sitting up the blocker, clearing your hands, and getting push up field.
I'm all the way here in our booth, and I was still terrified for the quarterback's life there, seeing Milborn come off the edge. Here's the snap. Bird back to pass in the shotgun. Sees a man downfield. He's got him. He's got Jake Black again, and did he get out of bounds? Yes, he did. Clock will stop.
No, he did not get out of bounds, but the clock will temporarily stop on a first down. He should have got out of bounds. And once the chains are set, the clock will restart.
There it is. Good call, buddy.
You got to know the situation. So now, instead of the clock being stopped, you're going to waste, 15 seconds.
Here's a snap. It's low. Bird going downfield, looking for it all. Overthrows, maybe a miscalculation. Flag on the field. Could be PI against Sonora.
Maybe have a holding penalty on the throw. Yeah, we got pass interference.
Here's the official call. And here's the replay.
Wow. That's just a reroute by the linebacker. If I was a linebacker coach, I'd say, son, rinse and repeat. Do that again. That was just the judgment of one official. There might be 9 other back judges that don't even call that.
1st and 10. Makes the handoff. Bird rolling. Ball tipped at the line. Caught by his big boy. 77 puts it on the ground. This one's going to get fumbled. And eventually they'll just call it incomplete. Ethan Poreth. I wish they would have called that complete and down. Get the big man some love. The freshman lineman. Get him a reception tonight.
Well, there's a buddy of mine that'll appreciate this. Let's cue the circus music. Good pressure by the Sonora defense. This is why they call it a pigskin. Oh, got it. I don't got it. You got it. Oh, but he's got it.
There is a flag on the play. We're going to see what the call was.
Well, if the ball wasn't touched by I thought the ball was deflected by the defense of Sonora. But if it's not, it's an illegal touch.
Do they call an eligible player downfield, mate? Well, no, it would be a legal touch. You're absolutely right there.
We'll just stay on the shot here with the official.
And sportsmanlike conduct on Sonora and on Calaveras. So those are offsetting penalties.
It's like kickball to do-over.
Probably a little bit of extracurriculars there after the play was whistled dead. Here's a shotgun snap. Bird back to pass. Looks to his left. He's just leads his man. That was Moore, the intended receiver. Just leads him a little too far, and that sets up, I believe it's going to be 3rd down now.
Quick throw out to the flat. And look at all the green jerseys not taking the cheese. They're going to allow that catch in the flat and rally up and make the tackle.
Last year, this game ended 35-7 Sonora over Calaveras. A little bit closer this year. Shotgun again. Big 3rd down conversion coming. Here comes the blitz. Bird rolling to his left. Trying to set his feet. Finally does. Throws downfield. He's got a couple men. Incomplete. He's looking for a flag. Don't think he's going to get it. Orlando's
Now-
looking for it.
Now, if they're going to call the linebacker pass interference for rerouting, you be the judge.
No, I don't see it there. I don't know about that. Kind of a jump ball.
Good defense. It's only bad defense if they call a penalty. If they don't call it, you did a great job. Bouchard with the pass defense.
So here's your ball game, folks. 4th down and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. Shotgun set for Calaveras. Here's the snap. Rolling to his right is Bird. Sets his feet. Big shot downfield. Nobody there. Incomplete. No flags on the field. That's going to turn the ball over. And Sonora has 2 minutes, 12 seconds until they can walk out of here with a victory tonight.
They are tasting their 7th straight win. That's PI.
Oh, that is PI.
That is no, it wasn't because they didn't call it. But if you were going to have an officiating class and you wanted to show an example of pass interference, you could possibly use this play.
You called the fireman's carry earlier. They call that a clothesline in the World Wrestling Federation.
If you're going to call the reroute of the linebacker pass interference and be consistent as a back judge, you've got to call PI right there. But we'll move on. We'll move on.
I'm going to think head coach Doug Clark is going to be a little upset with the officiating here in the 4th. Missed on that and the measurement. But like you said, we move on. Handoff is stopped immediately up the middle. Matlock again on the carry.
And
Gonzalez on the tackle.
Very
again.
good to see him back in the game. Nice to see
cramping,
him.
Could have been something, but excellent to see him wrapping up out there.
Yeah, love to see that. Gets back in there. You don't want to see this kid's last play of the season, him walking off the field injured. So good to see him in there.
And he will be back next year, hopefully, for Calaveras. He is a junior. Here's the next play. Dive up the middle. Oh, that ball's on the ground. Calaveras ball. Jesus Gonzalez picks it up.
So we had said the last drive that might have been a let's don't pitch the ball anymore. Well, there was a reason for it. And finally, the 4th time with the ball on the ground, Calaveras is able to jump on it. And with a quick score and an onside kick, still in this game, but they've got to move fast. They're in a great field position. I'd go max protection and chuck it deep.
Well, we'll see what they do here. Snap, Bird, back, sets his feet, pumps, throws, got a man, tipped. There's a flag. Are they going to get the call here?
Yes, they got the call. It'll be a 15-yard penalty. Then there might be a post
a little
play.
bit of chirping there. Hold on a minute. They're still not done there. It's definitely Braden Orlandi and Colby Bouchard out there. There's a multitude of them. We take a look again. We wait for the official call here. We've been treated to a very good game tonight, I will say. But yes, the emotions have run high here late.
Yep. And somebody needs to attend. He's bleeding from his leg. So here's the call.
Conference still going on at midfield.
We got a pass interference on 5, and then probably a kickball double unsportsmanlike conduct on each team.
We take another look at it.
So there's the PI, but then there's the lipalicious post play that the officials are talking about. And possibly if there's been 2 of those on a player, could possibly be ejected. So
could be. I believe Orlandi was involved in one of those earlier in the game. Not too sure about the senior Bouchard, but that's not how you want to leave your senior night.
Yeah, the officials aren't checking a grocery list. Okay, here's the PI. Yeah, I told you.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. So it's a personal foul, an unsportsmanlike conduct on Calaveras. Sonora had a personal foul and a pass interference. I'm going to get seasick here.
I got some pills up in here. I'll slide them over to you. So does that leave the ball? They will still mark it off to where the spot was. Does that eject? No, it doesn't. Okay, so it looks like Orlandi does stay in the game.
So it's going to be first down Calaveras when it all shakes out. I know that for sure.
We're just waiting on the marker here.
And these are the type of plays that they put in when the officials, there's a rule book and then there's a case book. And the case book will give out scenarios. You know, player X did this, player B did this, team A, team B, here's how you rule it. And so these are one of those things that are that you go over, and mechanically you got to be strong.
They try to get this one off. I don't think they were ready for the play yet.
Yeah. Officials didn't even blow the play ready to be started.
Clayton Moore having a conversation out there with Cade Clifton.
Oh,
it's friendly. They're friendly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Going to see a little bit of sportsmanship after the unsportsmanlike. Bird back to pass, sets his feet, going big downfield, looking for a man. He comes back to it, and he drops it. No, Phoenix Win had a huge reception for Calaveras. He drops it.
He was trying to make plans for dessert before he had dinner. And dinner's coming to him. Just go and catch this and fall down. But he's thinking, should I do something else? And when you take the eye off the ball, that's what you tell receivers. You catch the ball with your eyes, not your hands.
Sets up a 2nd down and 10. And you got to think they're probably going to run something similar here. Still only a 2-possession game. Bird will take the shotgun snap, looks to set, throws along the right side. He's got his man. That is Orlandi. Orlandi smart down the sideline, still on his feet. Orlandi looking for the end zone. Did he get it across? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Calaveras. Orlandi flexing on him a little bit. 6 points. And this game's not over yet, my friend.
What a play of determination. 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackle, 3, 4 missed tackles, pulling flags, grab. And Orlandi with the touchdown. And they're certainly going to go extra point. After the extra point, they will be kicking onside, but they've got to have a better onside kick than they did on the previous kick.
What did we say before the game? You just wanted it to be an entertaining one. Well, you couldn't ask for better entertainment, free entertainment here on NorCal Sports TV. If you like what you're seeing tonight, give us a like, follow, and share on YouTube. Here is the snap for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Waiting on the call. There it is. That is good. 106 left. Onside kick coming up. Can Calaveras capitalize? We'll be back live here on NorCal Sports TV. .106 left to play here at Sonora High School. We have got ourselves a dandy of a game tonight. Sonora 27, Calaveras capitalizing here late 21. Onside kick incoming. If they can capitalize on the onside kick, we know they can go downfield and score. No timeouts remaining for Calaveras. Could they pull out something here and go deep with it?
Need a ricochet.
Here it is. Goes up the middle. Milborn falls on it immediately. Calaveras couldn't pick up on it. Sonora just needs to run out the clock here.
And it's the best formation in football, victory formation. And Milborn right on it. And a little Gia Gregorio with a frustration play, diving on the recover, and Sonora.
No flag there.
Yeah, it was very spear-like. We'll just say, leave it at that. But they're going to go, imagine they'll go victory formation here and take a knee.
You don't like to see that from the Oregon State wrestling commit, Gia Gregorio.
I get it, though. You're frustrated. Your
game.
last football game. I get it.
Definitely understood. A nice little story here. Before we get out of here, Gia Gregorio last week against Argonaut was promised a chance at running back, ended up scoring on the drive and the 2-point conversion, which ended up being the victory for Calaveras last week, as Carno goes ahead and takes a knee. Start running out the clock here.
He had 9 carries in the drive for 38 yards, got the TD, which was the game winner, and then he also got the 2-point conversion. Lineman's dream.
Victory formation here for the Wildcats. Carno takes a knee.
So there's the respect of the team of both schools. Just didn't take any shots there. It's victory formation, and Sonora closes the season with a win.
You like to see it if you're a Wildcat fan. If you're a Calaveras fan, you came so close tonight. As the clock will tip down, you see the handshakes, you see the hugs on senior night. Looks like the Wildcats are going to take this one. They barely hang on against Calaveras. Your final score this evening, Sonora 27-21 victors on their senior night. They're going to line up. They're going to shake hands. We're going to step away for a few commercials. When we come back, we'll wrap up the action that you saw this evening. Once again, your final score here on NorCal Sports Tonight, Sonora 27, Calaveras 21. On senior night, the Wildcats take care of business in front of their home crowd here in Sonora. A final score again, Sonora 27, Calaveras 21. And it started quick. They got down, got a field goal early. Calaveras would not answer immediately. The next drive, Gabe Milborn would score. Calaveras would answer quickly with the kickoff return of their own. Time to hand out player of the game honors here, and the easy answer would be Gabe Milborn, but Coach, I think you and I agree tonight. The senior, Andrew Matlock, 150 yards, a touchdown on senior night. Got to give him the game ball tonight.
And he does not get there without the offensive line pushing up front and making holes. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to all of the seniors who has been such a last crazy year and a half with everything that's been going on. For them to be able to get some games in and get a win here, and then get your senior Matlock an opportunity, some carries, and a lot of players contributing. And I also want to talk about Kyler Hanks, seeing him get off the football. But shout out to both these teams playing a clean football game here on NorCal Sports TV.
Absolutely. Clean until the end. It was a little chippy there at the end, but no harm, no foul, no disqualifications there. And again, congratulations to all the seniors out there. Congrats on finishing your high school career. Best of luck in your next endeavors, as always. On the Calaveras side, just a little short there at the end. Had a chance at it, and that's all you can ask for, is to be in it at the end. Just came up a little bit short on the onside kick. But definitely Braden Orlandi, the sophomore tight end. Gonna look out for them next couple of years here.
Yeah, they made some big plays, but when they needed to have some stops defensively, they just couldn't get off the field. But they made some big plays. Had the long kickoff return, another long kickoff return, but unfortunately for them, weren't able to push it any further. The big play from Orlandi. But congratulations to both of these teams on their season, and congratulations to the seniors again, your upcoming graduation.
That's going to do it for us tonight here at NorCal Sports TV. We hope you enjoyed our coverage this evening, and if you did, go ahead and like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go ahead and like and subscribe here on YouTube /NorCal Sports TV. For Chris Babcock and I, Alex Tasker, we'd like to thank you again for watching. Your final score this evening, Sonora 27, Calaveras 21. We'll see you guys next time.